for it, right? Thanks, Chandan, for that. Chandan's definitely going for Titan as a stock idea and a Valentine's Day pick. All right, got that. Thanks, Chandan, for joining in. But let's talk about something sweet now. Balrampur Chini is in focus. Not so sweet this time. It was a weak quarter for them, impacted by seasonal factors. The company's distillery profitability also came under pressure due to the delay in sugar crushing and the ongoing expansion in their plant. Distillery sales volumes also declined due to a lower feedstock, but average sugar realizations were higher on a year-on-year basis. Pramod Patwari, the CFO at Balrampur Chini Mills, joins us now to discuss more on their performance. Mr. Patwari, good morning and thanks a lot for joining in. You know, before I ask you about your sugar business, I wanted to talk a little bit about this whole ethanol blending capacity, because, you know, that is the big trigger, of course, as we move along into the future. To go from 10% ethanol blending to 20%, I want to understand, is there enough industry capacity in terms of value? What is the opportunity for you? Because the last time when we chatted, you said you're operating at full capacity of 35 crore litres of ethanol. What is the opportunity for you?
So as far as Balrampur Chini is concerned, I think I need to take you slightly back. In 2022, we produced around 12 crores litre, and for the period ended December 22, our production is 12 crores litre. In the next quarter, our target is to produce 9 crores litre and our capacity will be 21 crores litre. For FY24, the full capacity is 35 crores, as you rightly say. Now, for the industry as a whole, we achieved 10% blending 5 months in advance. Current blending is around 10.8%. For the ethanol year 22-23, government has come out with a tender requirement of 600 crores litre for 12% blending. Now, in order to achieve 20% blending by 2025-26, we need larger capacities which can produce ethanol out of juice route. For that, government needs to incentivize the setting up of distillation capacity by giving slightly a higher price for juice-based ethanol. That is what the industry's expectation is from the government side, so that the industry can supply 20% requirement.
So in terms of value, what could the opportunity be? I mean, expecting that this capacity comes through and the government provides that kind of subsidy or that, that kind of mechanism, what would the opportunity be for a company like you?
So currently we are at around 35 crores litre. By FY24, our revenue composition will be 35% of revenue will come from distillery and the profit could be around 60% plus. Now, if we get a visibility of better ethanol prices for juice based, we have multiple options. In fact, in the last year, whatever capex we have done, we have laid the foundation for the future growth. We have set up a new distillery at Mirzapur, which is a dual feed distillery. It can be replicated at any other location. In addition to this, we have already increased our capacity of Balrampur from 170 to 330. Now we have created the space in such a manner that said Balrampur distillery can also be raised from 330 to say 660. But for that to happen, we need some sort of incentive from the government of India so that a larger portion of sugar can be sacrificed. Okay, 2 years back, 2 or 3 years back, we used to produce around 1.3 million ton of sugar. We are in the process of sacrificing almost 0.3 million ton of sugar. Our net production of sugar is now around 1 million ton.
Okay, all right. Mr. Patwari, as you say, there's tremendous scope for the distillery segment as well. So what is the incentive you're looking forward to, if you can quantify some part of that? And if you get the required incentive, then what kind of a capacity addition will we look at from this 35 crore litres? What does the number go to? And how much of capex could it roughly be?
Okay. So when we say incentive, it is not exactly incentive. What we are looking for is the better remunerative prices for ethanol made out of juice route. Currently, the price is around 65.61 per litre. That needs to be raised by 4-5 rupees a litre. That's all what we are looking at. And for a country to achieve a 20% blending, 1,000 crore litre of ethanol is required. Currently, we are at around 400 or 450 crores. Let's hypothetically assume that 400 crores of incremental supply of ethanol comes out of juice. For that, 5 rupees a litre is nothing for the government in the whole scheme of things, which is 2,000 crores. For Balrampur, in order to go into that direction, We
Yes.
need to work on the cane. For that, we are working. Last 2 years have been extremely bad for us.
Yes.
Current target we have given, we are looking at a 15% increase in volume for the current year. And
Okay.
if this comes, then next year also our internal estimates as of now is 10% minimum increase.
So
in
this
cane.
year, sir.
To
So
handle
this year,
that
sir.
much.
Yeah. So this year, what do you end FY22 with in terms of number of liters? FY23 and FY24, the absolute number.
For distillation, FY24 is around
Yes.
35
Yes.
crores liters.
25 crore liters for this year, and for next year.
Sorry, Nigel, for FY23, it will be around 21 crores liter.
All right. And next
And
year's
for
25 crores.
FY24,
Yeah.
35. Next year is
35.
35.
Okay, you go to optimal. And suppose you get this 5 rupees extra that you're asking for per liter, then, you know, what is the capacity addition you could be looking at, since we are at 450 and we have to go to 1,000 for India on the whole. So what would be the capacity addition you're looking at, Mr. Patwari?
Oh, yeah, just to give you an example, if we just replicate the Mezapur plant, we can have an annual incremental capacity of 10 crores.
10 crores.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in and all the best for the future. That was Pramod Patwari of Balrampur Chini talking about the 20% blending of ethanol that the industry is looking at. He says they need larger capacities to produce ethanol out of juice route and some incentives from the government